on the Bengals, and it's coming up next.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Aviators of Chicago taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape,
set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
and there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 63 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Davis now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Here's Davis on 1st and 10. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. When you look at this defense, they were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Here's 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in 1 uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On 2nd and 10, Davis. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. O'Neal got an open man. It's McLeod. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Operating from the gun. O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
First down, Aviators.
Back to throw. O'Neal. And he'll find McLeod on the right side, complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
To throw on 2nd down. O'Neal. Able to complete this one to McLeod. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They go play action here on 1st down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league is.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Aviators are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here, you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some room to run now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Off play action. Davis toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are once again back in front.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
At the 25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
First down, Aviators.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. O'Neal. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Aviators have moved out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pushing his way through and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
He finds his man complete. That's Barnett. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bengals.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First down, Chicago.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Davis. He finds his man. Complete. It's Porter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Davis. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. That's Black. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. O'Neal. And that'll be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Aviators have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Davis. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Davis throwing on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Davis looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Davis now on 1st down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start with an NFC matchup. Tampa Bay on the road taking on Dallas. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. The Buccaneers trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. 21-7, the final score. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Tigers trying to hold on and claim victory.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Well, they bring their punter out there now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Looking to throw. Davis. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The throw over the middle taken in. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to throw. Davis. Throw left side complete. That's Black. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Second and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Davis. He finds his man. Complete. It's Black. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. Davis. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Looking to throw. Davis. He's got his target. That's complete. And they aren't able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Did you feel the effort all the way up here? He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 2nd and goal, Davis. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. There's just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And on now goes the punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Davis. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 8 yards there and a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Davis on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Davis on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Davis. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Davis.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now Davis throwing on 1st down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Off the play fake. O'Neal, he finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. O'Neal. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw here. Out they go.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Aviators are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Davis now to throw on second down. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Davis. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Davis. can't get away, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down.
Third and inches.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Davis on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Davis. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a Bengals score.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30.
And he gets this all the way down to the 20. What a return. Almost broke it for 6.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
throwing on first down. O'Neal, throw left side, complete to McLeod. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
There's a nice move. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
He's going to try and take off with it.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And now here in this situation, a field goal would still have them only up by 1 score, so I would think about going for it. Even if you don't get in, you put your defense in a really nice spot, making the offense go the long way to try and score.
And his kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
Here's Davis on 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
29-yard line.
Looking to throw. Davis. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 7 catches for him now. This last one, a 1st down.
But his offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a 1-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a 1st down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Davis throwing on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
He's back to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. 4th down, 10 yards to go. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey.
And it's a fumble, and the Bengals grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Try to take this home. They'll run. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory.
And they will take a knee here. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happier then.
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors.
But if you step back and look at this, CD, pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Chicago, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.